Your environment plays one of the biggest roles in your productivity. And there are things we are doing that is completely locking our potential within our day-to-day work life. I went on a mission to make a clean slate, and I'm going to help you do the same. I've been on the search to improve my productivity, and there's always been one thing that keeps cropping up, whether that be in books, articles, or videos. Before, I'd never really paid much attention to it, but today I'm going to show you how you can improve your productivity and remove some of the negative things that happen in your life with just a few simple steps. What's going on, everyone? My name is Andy, and I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to come and watch this video on the channel dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself. If you would like a free audiobook and ebook on why your mindset stops your success, the link is down in the description. We have over 128 people signed up for that already, so if you'd like to join that family, I would love for you to be a part of it. And if you'd also like to find out how to grow your mindset and develop yourself further, I post some quality content over on Instagram. So if you'd like to join the family over there, I would love to have you. Let's start with the workplace. The place that you're actually going to do your work. And this is actually one that's overlooked so much, and we don't pay that much attention to it because we believe as we are here, we're going to work. Fucking seagulls. Can you hear that? For starters, the controller. Something that so many of us have. It's such a short reach that it sort of forces us to play games whenever we feel like it. I remember I used to play games for 6-7 hours of the day, and what made it so easy was because the controller was in reaching distance. What you actually need to do with this is take it out the USB slot, roll it up, and put it somewhere where you're actually going to have to use effort to get to it. This could be further away if you're very addicted to playing games at the moment and you don't want to be, or this could be somewhere simple like at the top of your cupboard, something that I do. This can be used for anything that you do because you're making the bad habits harder to actually achieve. We've talked about this before in some other videos, but I'll quickly go over what it means. See, bad habits form just like good habits. You do them over and over again before it sort of comes to the subconscious. So without even you thinking about it, when something triggers in your brain, you instantly go for that thing. It could be something as simple as a Discord message appears from a group chat that you're in what you play games with, and instantly you think about playing that game and want to play that game because you've seen that message. When you make things a little bit harder for yourself, you need to put in a tad more effort to get something. Sometimes your brain's going to say, you know what, I can't even be bothered, I'm just going to continue doing my work. It's small and simple changes that lead to these big results. The next one, and probably the most important for all of us, is this device right here. Your phone is possibly the worst thing for you. And the problem is we don't know how to get rid of it. Our lives are circulated by our phones, by the internet, by everything that we do. So when we have this on our desk when we're trying to work, we're fucked. What I'd recommend is either placing your phone upside down so you do not see the notifications, or get it away from you. It depends on your level of being addicted to your phone. I have worked progressively over the last few months to really lower the amount of time I spend on my phone, especially when I'm trying to work. This could be as simple as putting it downstairs, so that means every time you need to go and get it, you actually need to stand up, go downstairs, get the phone, come back upstairs. Or it could be as simple as turning your phone upside down so that it's on your desk, it's sitting there, and you don't get distracted by the pings of notifications. Something I've also done is completely remove notifications. I only get notifications for very specific things, not anything in regards to social medias. This is a really, really beneficial thing, not only for your mental health, but just in general. I'd highly recommend giving it a go. The next thing to actually make your environment incredible, and this is going to sound a little bit weird, but having 2 notepads on your desk with you. Now these are my notepads that I use. I'm not going to show you the other side because there's notes on the other side, but these are the notepads that I have. One is for any information that I have during the time that I'm working. Our brains are insane and we have so many thoughts during the day. So no matter what you're going to do, there's going to be things that are popping into your mind as you're trying to get your work done. Now what most people will do is they'll think of the thing that they're doing right then, they have an idea, and then they can't work on the thing they were doing before. Therefore they get in the slump, they don't know what they're doing anymore, and they just stop working. Whereas if we have something on our desk where we can just write down the idea and get back to our work, we're allowed to put our thoughts onto the paper and go back to it once we have finished the task. Now this is extremely beneficial in many factors because we cannot remember all of the thoughts in our brain. You ever been in the shower, or have you ever gone to bed and you're thinking, oh my god, this is amazing, what a great idea. Come out the shower, you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh god, can't remember it. This is the same with our thoughts in our day-to-day. We have so many things going on in our brain that we just don't have enough time to process it and actually keep it in our brain. Therefore, when we have this, we can write it down. And the second one, and the most important, is your priority list. What are you doing in your day-to-day right now? Are you checking your phone for 3 hours on social media scrolling? Are you watching Netflix for 4? Are you watching YouTube for 2? Are you watching Amazon Prime for another 2? And then your day's sort of over and you wonder where the hell it's gone. See, the thing is, we waste so much time. And it's not a bad thing. No one can be a robot. There's going to be things that distract us and there's going to be things that take our attention away from it. But if we can just complete 1 or 2 things in the day that actually make the day good and gets us closer to our goals, are we going to use the mountain analogy again, closer up that mountain that we are going, this is important and this would be critical for actually moving us forward to the place that we want to get. See, priority lists are simple. 1 to 4 things maximum on your priority list of what you want to get done in that day. Anything else is a bonus. I usually do 2 things that I want to get done and 2 other bonuses in case I get those 2 things done quite early. Because I was so unproductive for so long, for a number of years when I was in high school, we overestimate how long it takes to do things. When we actually get to working on our priority lists and on the things that are moving us forward, we realise it doesn't actually take as much time as we think when we put our full focus on that. This is why I add the bonuses into the list, because I often get things done a lot quicker than I thought they could get done, and therefore my mind doesn't have to venture into a bunch of different areas of this could get done, oh this could get done, this could get done, and then you're blank and you sit there and do nothing. 2 things on your desk: priority list, information list. Do it. Finally, for this section, we're going to talk about something that not enough people do. Not Twitch, water. Drinking water, especially when you're trying to work, is phenomenal and it has so many benefits that most of us don't see. And a study actually done in 2013 by the University of East London actually shows there could be a potential 14% increase in productivity through the use of drinking enough water. Now, this is just one study. A lot of others are backing this up and the health benefits of drinking water. When you have it beside you, you're able to stay hydrated, you're able to remain focused. And honestly, a lot of the things that go wrong when you're not feeling great could be a lack of water in your system. This is things like physical performance, better brain function, more energy. It can relieve headaches or even make them not actually happen, and even help with things like weight loss. There are so many benefits to drinking water. Please, if you are at your desk and you're working like most of us are doing right now, have water beside you, have a backup water as well. I've got one on my desk, I've got one on my table over there, and I've also got the one I drink in the morning for my morning routines. Check that video out to see the things I do in my morning routine. It's honestly incredible. Okay, one of the biggest problems with all of this then is, how do we go about doing this for more than just one day? We've all tried to wake up the next morning and think, yes, I'm going to sort my life out, everything's going to go great. And then the next morning you don't do anything. How do we go about changing that? Forming better habits and removing the negative ones that you have stuck is going to take some time. Your brain has been wired to pick up your phone at the sound of the ding and play games when you feel drained. It's a vicious cycle, but we're going to work on slowly throwing them away. Gloria Mark of the University of California actually has conducted studies on distractions, and it's found that most workers are often distracted every 11 minutes, taking approximately 25 minutes to get back to the task that they were at. Now, for someone like me and you who are in the house at the moment working, a distraction could be a ping on your phone. A distraction could be a notification from social media on your computer. It could be anything, and especially when you're trying to do tasks that require a lot of energy and a lot of brain capacity, this can be detrimental to your whole day, your whole week, and even your month. Distractions are the death of productivity. And when we have so much going on around us and so many things popping up, constantly taking our brain away from everything that we're doing, we're screwed. What you place in your immediate environment is going to have the biggest impact on you. One of the things that I had done was remove my phone when I go to bed, because what I found was when I wake up in the morning, I would scroll on social media for an hour, watch Netflix just because it's there, and that was it. This was something I subconsciously done and didn't realise until I had learned more about what I was actually doing and took a form of awareness that I'd never really used before. This is also why I often remove my controller and have my phone away from me when I'm trying to get good work done, because it really distracts you in every way it possibly can. The biggest thing you can do when trying to remove the bad habits and form better ones is to not actually overlap these habits. The problem is so many of us want to start reading, yet we will try to read in the place where we like to play games, something we want to lower. And when we do that, Our brain is in fight with one another. I really want to play games. I kinda want to read books. The game is gonna win 9 times out of 10 because your identity right now is, I like to play games in this spot. And your brain knows that. You've done that for a prolonged period of time. Just like if your phone is in your bed, you've done it for so long that having nothing or having wireless headphones to listen to something with your phone not there feels a little bit odd. This is why if you're trying to form that new habit, create specific places and areas for these new ones to begin. As you have these new areas, you're battling with less and less. You have more opportunity for your motivation, especially in the beginning, to sort of say, you know what? I can do this. We fail with so many habits because of this. We try to force new ones into old areas and it just doesn't work. Our identity hasn't formed around that yet. I've now completed 150 days of reading because I chose a specific place that I had done. I've never read 150 days in my life. I barely read 10 days in a row in my life. Actually, I didn't read 10 days in a row in my life before doing these things. This is the impact that it has, and I have moved tenfold forward than I have ever done because of these simple steps. It really is the small changes that make the lasting results. And I know what I say might not sound that flashy, or it might not sound that these life-changing things instantly. The fact of the matter is, this channel isn't dedicated to that. I'm not here to show you these quick changes that are going to make zero impact on your life. I'm here to make life-lasting long changes. Things that are actually going to get us to the person we are meant to be. Not having your phone on your desk or upside down for an hour when you do important work. That's not that big of a sacrifice. Over 5 years, that could be the thing that changes your whole perspective on everything. Your controller, wiring it up and putting it in your wardrobe just so you don't distract yourself and want to play games 24/7. That could be the thing that makes you start the business that changes everything in everyone's life. It's the small things that make the big impact. And we just need to be a little bit more aware of the bad things that are ruining our productivity and ruining our chances of actually moving forward with our life. Try one thing. That's all I ask. One thing and report back to me. It could be in the comments here. It could be over on Instagram, anything like that. Tell me how you got on. Tell me some of the things that you're doing. And I can guarantee you that if you do them and you stick with them, it'll change your life forever. Again, if you'd like a free audiobook and ebook on why your mindset stops your success, the link is down in the description. As well as I want to take a massive thank you to all the patrons who help continue to support me in creating these videos. I know the video on the screen right now will be something that you will love to watch, and I'd love for you to continue to check out some of the videos on the channel. Have a fantastic day.